companion today?
It was interesting. I think it just, it is a little bit like a Fitbit, so I think it's actually quite innovative, really, for patients that you have concerns with in regards to their blood pressures. And if you feel that there might be an element of concern, using something like this can be quite handy. And at least you can do other duties at the same time, can't you? So without having to constantly be monitoring a patient, you can do it kind of in a sense a little bit remote, although you're still within that vicinity, so that's quite good.
Good, okay. So how does it compare to your current or standard practice?
Well, if you were concerned about someone who had a pulse problem, then the chances are you're going to have them connected up, whether it's going to be to a machine, whether it's one that you can visually see. If they were, say, for instance, in somewhere like critical care, or if they were on a ward, then you'd probably have a cuff on their arm anyway to do their pulse, monitor their pulse. And then with a blood pressure machine, you can set it with, it automatically would do the pulse. So I think this is quite compact compared to a blood pressure cuff. So that's one of the advantages as much as anything else.
Okay. So can you name 2 things that you liked about the Pulse Companion?
Well, besides being trendy.
Yeah.
I think it is compact, and I think it gives the patient more access, flexibility with their arm.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I think that's quite, that's quite good, because it's difficult when a patient's unwell and they're on the bed, etc., and they're already restricted as to what they can do. So this does allow them a little bit more freedom, but they don't necessarily have to be on bed. They could actually be on a chair, or they can actually be mobile.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
At least it gives you, it will tell you if there is a problem if you're not, again, on the area.
Yeah, good. Okay. Can you name anything that you didn't like about the Pulse Companion?
I don't think there was anything I didn't like about it. I guess for me it's all about training. I think if the training's right and you have the opportunity to practice, then I think it'd be fine. It'd be fine. And for those that are not really into gadgets, then again, it's just really about training and education. But I suspect that there'll always be someone else around that's familiar with that, so they can do that.
Okay. So in terms of the training needs, what would you say they would particularly be for new users? So kind of face-to-face training initially, or being cascaded through nurses, or video?
Definitely face-to-face,
Yeah.
Because you need to have that practical. You need to pick it up and feel it and troubleshoot. I mean, for instance, it is Tony, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
So having Tony there to know that, because someone can talk to you about it, but actually the reality is that if you don't kind of have that hands-on experience, it doesn't quite make sense. And you can read, and it probably take a little bit longer to read the information, but it's just having someone there to begin with. And I think once you've got someone, especially that's deemed to be competent and efficient, they can teach everybody else. So that's good.
Yeah. And are you happy with the user manual as it is?
Well, I haven't looked at the user manual, but I can, the key thing is that it's in plain English, because I think we make the assumption that everybody can read and write. So I suspect that whoever's going to also be carrying the section here, I don't know what you call that section, that they can read the instruction, the page it says, be able to read the information as well and act upon it. Not just having an alarm, because I guess if you had some kind of hearing impairment.
Yes, yeah.
So I guess does it flash as well? I know it comes up with words, but I guess then you'll have that flashing light as well, wouldn't you? So that they'll know that something's not quite right.
Okay. And what are your views on the packaging?
Well, I was kind of like nearly ripping the box, wasn't I? So I think because I seen one, I knew that obviously there was a clipper. So this one wasn't too bad. So this section here, those in here, and what I call the docket was here. I thought it was probably fiddly getting this bit out, but then of course I didn't realise that it was actually stuck down.
Okay.
So maybe if I didn't, So but the thing is that once it's out the packaging, it's out the packaging anyway. But probably should just have ripped it out.
Yeah.
But I thought maybe there might have been a clip here, but then you probably don't need it.
Yeah. So do you think it maybe doesn't need that stickiness?
Well, I don't know, because
The
one thing I probably didn't ask Tony was where exactly does this need to be located around the patient?
Yeah.
Is it going to be on their locker or in their bag, or where's it, or on their trolley? I don't. Where is it located? So, but I think obviously when it's in the box, it has to be secured somehow.
Yeah.
So it's not. So I don't think it's too much of a big deal to have it stuck in. Just if you rip the box, you rip the box.
Okay. And how easy did you find it to set up?
I guess I think once I understood what I was doing, really, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
But it's that initial, it's the understanding and initial anxiety, and plus being watched as well.
Yeah, of course.
Always makes it a little bit more trickier. So. So I think it's okay. I think if you've got someone when you're first going to use the device, I think having someone there to support you is a good thing.
Yeah. Okay. And have you got any recommendations to improve the Pulse Companion?
I guess for individuals, sometimes people like to see their own pulse.
Okay.
On this device. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think it's kind of, it is trendy. As you said, one of the other positives, I did mention the fact that, Tony did say it comes in different colours.
Oh, okay.
So that is, I think that's a positive. And the other thing he said was that, you can use these for children as well. And I think, for children especially, that they might like the nice, really bright ones. And I guess if it is a child, then you probably can have, I don't know whether you'd breach any copyright laws or whatever, if you had some animated characters on there, kind of stuff. But yeah, so, if it was possible, which it might not be possible, even if you could come up with a pulse on there, etc. So individuals might like to see that. Yeah,
brilliant. Okay. Is there anything else you want to add or comment on?
No, because we've already discussed about the fact is that once an individual has completed using it, that it can be reused for somebody else.
Okay. Yeah.
Changing of the straps, etc., cleaning this section, etc. So, it's. I think that's quite positive.
Okay.